Rana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. Hope you're all doing well. We're back again for another episode as we get closer and closer to the end of the season. So you can see here from the league table, although we've got a nice kind of tracking of our league position, being first for a while now, that gap's ish disappeared. So we played 22 and got 48, and then Murtani San Pedro are behind us on 43, so only a gap of 5, but we do have 2 games in hand on them, so we could switch back up to, a gap of 11 points. And Mahisha have got 42, but they're 1 game behind, so again, we could extend to about, 9 points? Yeah, 9 points if we win our kind of game in hand over them. So we're still in a good position, even though the gap has kind of disappeared. We've not had many games to play, so after the Humpbacks match, we played Murtani San Pedro, which meant they then jumped up into second place. We lost. It was a dull match. I think it was that kind of hangover from the cup. So I think we took a morale kind of hit from losing on penalties. We were just misfiring kind of all over the shop. So now we've got Meow and we've got Mouton. So we'll probably play both matches in this episode, which takes us up to April then. And we'll see what situation we're in, and we'll come back for the kind of key games as and when we need to. We're at home, which means we might have to put up with a horrible glare from the sand pitch. We're on Chabert for Tamangaro, who's injured for 2 to 5 weeks. Twisted ankle, which he did in training. Less than ideal. Let's get rid of those extra subs. And yeah, that's what we're going to have to go with. We've not got much in the way of kind of striker backup, so Chabert's going to come in, but Chabert's been alright. He's got about 7 goals, I think, this season. They've got Lukman Chidi, who's quite a good striker. Otherwise, he might be a striker I try and poach, if we can. At the end of the season, I've been looking at kind of contracts that are expiring, and there's a few out there, but there's not a huge amount in the way of players who were good enough to make a massive change. There's a few we could get just for depth, which would be good. But I'm going to hold on until, to see if we get promoted. I'm fairly confident we will do, but I've got to wait and see, what happens there. See if we get promoted, and then if we do, then I think that little bit of a boost in rep and in transfer and wage budget should give us a bit more kind of leeway for getting slightly better players. And what I'll probably do is I'll just try and sign up the players who played well this season, to get another season out of them at least, so we don't lose them, and then maybe see who's released, rather than kind of scrambling and spending all summer. No one here? Yes, rather than spending all summer looking for potential players, let's wait until they're all released and I've got like a full field to look at then. It is a bit irritating when you bring in players and then people get released and suddenly they want to join you as well when they didn't before, and you end up with like 10 right backs because you can't help yourself. That might just be me though. Not much going on in the way of highlights. We are edging it again. Possession and shots and so on. I would take a cheeky 1-0 just to get the kind of morale back up. Let's be nice to the midfield. There we go. Keep everyone motivated. Minan. Wallace. Brought him back in just so we have the option. If Tamangaro wasn't injured, then Wallace would probably still be sitting it out for getting sent off in the last match. Well, not the last match, in the last, recorded match. Final of all things. Oh, well, this is dull. That's alright, it's just another game we've got to get done and out of the way as we march on. Even a draw would be okay. It would give us a little bit, improve that kind of gap because we've got games in hand. But not as much as we could have. Let's bring Munier for Spearling. Bauman on for Manuel. Like that. One of the things I've been doing in between kind of recording is trying to learn how to do some animations for some like video titles and inserts for next FM. I know what I want to do, and it's kind of a simple idea. I want to do a little insert that just shows who's playing in each kind of video, what the key things are, and I know exactly how I want it to go in my head. It's just working out how to actually animate it. So I've been doing that in between, so hopefully that'll work out, and for the next FM these videos will have a little bit more going on in the way of kind of inserts and things like that. I've also been looking at doing sort of revamping the kits. Still have no idea how to do the 3D kit. Give that a go. One lamb. Go long, one last chance. A 0-0 draw. 4 draw against Meow, but that's the point. Stops us being on the kind of... So that's kind and said they're unlucky. But yeah, 6 points now ahead of San Pedro. 7 ahead of, well, Hitiraa and Mahisha. We've still got a game in hand on Mahisha because they've played and lost to Union Rimtau. That's not bad. Who is Pasquier? He's not actually that good. I mean, okay, he's doing alright for him. We'll give him that. Put him on the short list. He's demonstrated he can score. Right, we'll be back in a little while for the next match. Got almost a fortnight. Well, we've got a fortnight until that one, so the team should be recovered and rested. Tamangara probably won't be back yet, but we'll see. See you in a second. Okay, so we're back. We're getting to the promotion kind of run-in now. So you can see there's a few of us meant to be kind of involved. I think Meow and Jupiter's are probably... Well, actually Meow could do because they're on the same, more or less, as Mahisha and San Pedro and Hitiraa. Jupiter's might be a little bit out of it by now. But yeah, getting to the promotion run-in, I think we're in a good position. If we can get some points out of this next match against Mutons. We had a few news items. So that match against Meow, the last match, the one we just recorded, we got a record attendance of... Send the assistant to this one. A record attendance of 770 and a record gate receipts of £4,000, which was nice. I mean, we're still poor, but it's a step in the right direction. As long as we don't go bankrupt, we can carry on taking these steps. Few internationals absolutely screwing with us. Or really badly screwing, because that's our backup injured as well. Right, Manuel's going to have to come on. Tamangara could go on the bench even though he's injured. And O'Leary and, I guess technically they're bodies, so we've got them there if we need them. Yeah, do we have any? I'll give Manuel the first half and then I'll shuttle maybe Spearling onto the left and bring in another central midfielder, maybe Ruiz or what's his face? Meunier can come on for that bit. We are favourites for a reason, although we are kind of missing players. Interesting away kit from the Mutons. So an island in the Marquesas that has lots of sheep on it. Hence Mutons, French for sheep. Learning as we play this game. Go on, Kerr. Just need someone to follow him up. Chabert did try and follow up by kicking the crap out of him. In. Let's go again. But then under pressure, we just need a goal, really. It's actually been 3 games now since we've scored. 0-0 draw last match, 1-0 loss against San Pedro, 0-0 against the Humpbacks. So it's actually been a little while, and that's actually been over about 2 months, because the way the schedule's worked. It's been a while since we've had anything going. That was poor defending. Nice setup. Just did not pick him up at all. Hope we don't completely bottle it at the end of the season. So Jupiters are losing. Kerr to Bon to Kerr again. Spearling took a very speculative shot there. Breezy 34 degrees. Okay, try again. Oh, not the counter. It's well offside. I didn't even need to check that to realise he was offside. Just hadn't bothered coming back on. Actually, he was a bit closer than I thought he was, but still. Yeah, breezy 34 degrees, so only slightly hotter there than it was in the Midlands the past couple of days. So recording this at the tail end of that mini heat wave, where basically it roasted everyone. Go on, Lamb, go long. Nah, end of highlight. Well, I said I was going to take Manuel off, didn't I? Yeah, bring on Mernier. Oh, did that wrong. Yeah, swap them around. Again, we've been doing better in the kind of match stats, but nothing particularly dangerous has gone on. Chabert hits it on to no one. Good work. He's going to make me eat my words. He is. Okay then. He's playing the perfect long game. Head it onto them in dangerous positions and then wait for the mistake. Very kind of Charles Reap. If you've ever read around the kind of basis for long ball being recommended in the English game, you might have heard of Charles Reap. It's a lot of the kind of stats. 60s and was it 60s or was it 70s and 80s? Chabert gets another 50th league goal of his career. Not a bad milestone for him. Puts us in a good position now. Spearling doing alright, technically on the left there. Munir back out. Was that Rabona? Can I just... Sorry, I just want to... I need to see what he's doing here. How does he... Yeah, amazing. That was actually amazing. Completely unnecessary piece of skill there. That didn't work. You know, just nice to see him do it. What's his flair? 14, that's why. That's why he's done that. It's nice to see it in the match engine. I don't think I see enough kind of cheeky flares and tricks and things like that, because my team tend to be rubbish and they can't do it. Go on, Spearling. He's gone on the left wing, decided he's Ronaldo now. Go back to Spearling, see what he'll do. I want to see him like mess up a step over. Hit the post. Fair play to him. Come on, hold on. Jupiter's rescuing the draw by looks fit. Oh, bugger. 93rd minute free kick. Wasn't much we could have done about that one. It was a good free kick. Nah, no goal there. That would have been amazing if he got his hat trick just at that point. So we messed it up right at the end. Let's have a look at the table. Let's see where we are. We should have won that one. So at that point, we don't have any games in hand on anyone anymore. So we're only 7 points clear of second and third, and only 8 clear of fourth and fifth. So, those being 7 clear, let's try and do the maths badly. So we've got Tupai, Maupiti, Uniramatara, and Terahi to come up. So none of the ones up here, so no kind of double headers there, no like 6-point matches. So it's 7 points. If we win these next 2, then it doesn't matter what happens against Ramatara and Terahi, because we'll be 7 points ahead and there'll only be 6 points to play for. If someone drops any points in the meantime, we might win it earlier, so I'll probably play Tupai off camera, and then, depending on what the result is, come back for the Maupiti one. Thanks very much for watching. You got to see a beautiful Rabona. Is it called a Rabona when he does that? When you kind of like kick from behind your own heel or whatever it is? I think it is. But you saw Spearling try something. It didn't work, but we love him all the same. See you for the next episode.